Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button and turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about Dixon Whyt, who actually called out his own community about what they do to Black people. And he actually went further to say that Black people have moral standards than his colored people. And he gave his reasons why he said that. And then he said that Black people do not have white supremacists, but white people do have white supremacists. And white people are narcissists and the rest of it. And it is because of their racism and the lies of racism and all that. And he also went further to say that Black people are not looking for someone to save them, or Black people are not looking for someone to take care of them and the rest of it, that Black people can take care of themselves. But it is left for them, it is them, knowing that what they have done to Black people, it's so inhumane, that they have wronged Black people, they have done so many horrible things to Black people, that the system they mounted, that there is need for them to dismantle it, because that system is such a very horrible system that is only benefiting them. The colored people are not benefiting Black people and the rest of it. And also, another white woman also made her own comments by saying that when Black people meet white person for the first time, they know that it's a setback that you are gonna be read to the season to them and all that. They are not doing it out of prejudice, that they are doing it out of survivor, because white people have already proven a lot that they have something against Black people, which is true. If you all I don't know, but I have taken all my time to learn that they have something against Black people. And thank God for media. I will never and ever stop thanking media for bringing some, not even social medias and all that, for bringing so many things to light, because I would still be dwelling in the past things that I heard, from television, and the bad things they projected about my own people. I am so grateful. I am rolling this clip, then we'll come back to talk about it, and I absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And straight up, I am rolling the clip.
You know, there's one great distinction between Black folks and white folks. Black people have the moral high ground. They do. Black people have when you do a comparison morally between white people and Black people, you have to take away one thing: supremacy. Black people do not have a culture of Black supremacy. However, white people do. So white people are narcissists, social, cultural, systemic narcissists is who we are, because of our racism, because of the lies of white supremacy. How can white people have morality as long as we have bought into the lies of white supremacy? We can't. And how does that feel to know that Black people have a moral high ground? How does that feel to know as a white person that you are sick, twisted, narcissistic, and immoral, highly immoral, and inhumane? I don't use the N-word. What are you doing to fight and dismantle racism that benefits you, white person? Nothing. I ignore it, I deny it, or you perpetrate it. Those are the three things we do. We ignore it, we deny it, or we perpetrate it. That's what most white people do. I hate to say it, but it's true. And that's why I say we're social narcissists, and we have no moral high ground racially. We are sick, hurting people. Hurt people, hurt people. And we've been hurting a long damn time. We're hurting because of the disease of white supremacy. It's destroying white people from within. Look at the white nationalist party, the G0t. Not just them, all white people. But just as an example, look at the G0t. They're batshit fucking crazy. They bought into so many lies, and it all started with the great lie. The great lie of white supremacy. It all started with that. Everybody knows the G0t now officially is the white nationalist party. That's a fact. Matter of fact, you can look at a lot of the rhetoric that they spew, and it's almost identical to what the KKK is spewing and has been spewing for many, many, many years. It's the exact same rhetoric. It really is. Once again, I'm asking white people to understand, you don't do this just for black people as an anti-racist. You don't do it. I do it because I care about humanity, and I can't stand. I was bullied for many years. I can't stand to see people bullied. That's one reason I do this. It's true. But I'm not here to fucking save anybody except for white folks. Black people can take care of themselves. Yes, white supremacy creates victims, but don't think the only victims are black and brown and indigenous people. We are also victims as the people who are living this grand lie and this grand immorality of social, cultural, and systemic narcissism. White people, you're hurting. Until you heal from racism, you're doomed to live an immoral and toxic life. I've seen it in my own fucking family. Don't tell me it's not true. I've seen it in my own goddamn eyes. Living under the lies of white supremacy makes you sick. Nobody's good enough. You're not good enough. You're living lies. And it's people like Donald Trump, the grandest narcissist of them all. That's why white people love Trump. And don't think it's only the GOP. It's also in liberals. Many white liberals are just as racist as the GOPs, just in a different way. So if you're not doing anything to dismantle white supremacy as a white person, again, you are the problem. And you're only hurting yourself by ignoring it. Believe that.
It is a safe bet for a person of color to assume that when they meet you as a white person for the very first time, that you're going to be racist. It's a safe bet. And they're not doing it out of prejudice. They're doing it as survival. They're not doing it because they got anything against you. They're doing it because we as a white collective have proven that we have something against them. And in order to protect themselves emotionally and even physically, they're going to assume that we're racist until proven otherwise. Don't take it personally if people of color don't motherfucking trust you, because we've taught them that they shouldn't. This is when white feelings are completely and utterly irrelevant, because we don't have to survive people of color, but people of color have to survive us. It is not prejudice. It is survival. This is a part 2 in response to a person of color, a black person, asking me, do most white people know that us automatically assuming that you're racist isn't prejudice, it's survival? In the first video, I touched on how white supremacy disconnects us as a white collective from humanity. How it makes us so self-centered, and it just completely brainwashes us to not believing black people, to not believing people of color's voices. I want to touch on when I talk to other white people about these issues and how they respond to it. Most of the time, right away, defensive, disbelief, disagreeing with me, instantaneous fight. And why is it in any circumstance do we get defensive? Because we feel like we're being attacked. So why do people feel like they're being attacked when they're just being confronted with the truths that black people have to live every day? And this is proof that we do identify with white supremacy. Because if we don't identify with white supremacy, we don't get upset about black people calling out white bullshit, or other POCs calling us out on our white bullshit. White feelings are an issue. Okay, that's because that's what happens. It's the defensiveness, and they get emotional, and they feel like they're being attacked, and then they just have to give even anecdotal facts about, oh, but this white person cares, and this, it doesn't matter when the white collective doesn't care. When the white collective is killing all of these people, have done it for friggin' too long, and are continuing to do it. All of this anecdotal bullshit is only making you feel better. It's not helping with the problem whatsoever. And I've heard other people say, oh, we need to approach this with kindness. No. Black people are dying. White feelings don't matter. They're completely and utterly irrelevant. No one needs to hold your hand and make you feel better for what your ancestors did. Nobody needs to hold your hand and make you feel better about any of this shit. You need to sit with your feelings and get the fuck over yourself. Because this is where the white narcissism starts to come in again. Because this is what white supremacy does. It breeds white narcissism, where everything's about us. Everything's about our feelings. Everything's, oh my God. So you're going to have a black person share their story, right? About what they went through. And then somehow you're going to twist around and make it about yourself? What the fuck? Nobody's perfect. I don't have it all figured out. I still fuck up. I still make these blunders and shit. But what it boils down to is I don't fucking care about how uncomfortable a conversation is. I care about the livelihoods and the safety and the bodily autonomy of black people and people of color. This has been going on for too damn long, and the fact that we still have to have these conversations just kind of blows my mind. White supremacy, white narcissism has fucked up everything. Colonialism gave birth to some of the nastiest shit that humanity has ever encountered or seen. And it is our responsibility to fix it.
So this is all I got from this video, and yeah, it's all like they are us telling the truth. Number one is that if you have white friends, if you have white colleagues, you definitely will understand what she is saying. Especially they always go into defense mode like every damn time, and try to tell you that you are overreacting, or it was just long ago, that it is something you need to get over. And like you see, the truth is that black people always, as yes, that is true. First time they meet you, they always think that you're gonna be right to the seas, right? And it is not out of prejudice, it is just out of survival, right? And it is left for you to prove them otherwise. I mean, somebody that might have been through a lot and all that, and it is all you people causing all that, not like it is another people. It is you. It is what you people all did to them and all that caused them the trauma and all that. So if they see you for the first time and if they do not believe you, or they don't feel safe and all that, it is not prejudice. It is all them going into survival mode, because that is all they have known all their life. That is something they have been. That is something they have been through, and the rest of it. And the fact that some of them do not even want to understand and do not even want to know. White black people sometimes are very defensive, like they go into another mood when they see them, and they just do not want to understand. They just do not want to know, because they feel it is not their problem, and they were not. Some will tell you that it was my ancestors that did it or something, and my family never had slave, and this and all, like, you know, they tell some book crafts, like, you know, cover up their racism and the rest of it. And not until they start learning, not until they start understanding, not until they open up themselves, not until they are ready to know and learn. Because how do you want to talk about a certain demographic kind of people or a particular race? How do you want to get into them? How do you want to know what they have been? It is by talking, by trying to make friends, or trying to listen to people, trying to listen to their problems, or this is what they have faced and the rest of it. But when you all keep going into defense mode, like start saying it's been long ago, get over it, it was my ancestors that had slave, or my ancestors never had slave, why do I have to pay for this? Why do I have to pay for that? It means you all are not ready to learn, and you will never be ready to learn. And then they actually spoke fat, and I totally enjoyed, like, you know, listening to Dixon and this priestess. It's a good time. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.